right, I think we're good to go. We're live, I think. Let me just check everything. Looks good. Yes, we are. We are live. Hey, everybody. Ranger J 1999 coming back at you for another RSG Lunch stream. This is what we do every day from 12 to 1, where we just sit back, talk the game, do roster reviews, answer your questions, all that wonderful stuff. And glad to have you guys here. Whether you're watching us live or listening to us later on, doesn't matter. Grab your drinks, grab your snacks, grab your lunch, wherever you may be, whether you're early in the morning or in the afternoon or late in the evening, wherever we are, going across the whole world, it doesn't matter. We're here to bring you fun, and glad to have you guys aboard. So the way it works is we'll start with the roster review. We'll play the game that everybody loves the most, Ranger Gets Mods, Speed Mods. It's a wonderful thing to see my misery. And then we'll answer your questions. If you have questions, go ahead and pop those in chat. Make sure you put question for your statement. Again, it's me. Finn's down. His computer's just completely borked. So it's me. If you want your question to get answered, make sure you put question for your statement. If you don't, I won't catch it. It's because of Nightbot. So help me help you. Help me help you. So there it goes. So if you ask a question and doesn't have it, that's on you, not me. That being said, let's introduce everybody. Before I do that, make sure a couple things. Make sure you subscribe. Give us a thumbs up on the video. Follow us on Twitch, because right after this, I'm immediately going into Grand Arena. So for today, the way it's going to work is we're doing the lunch stream, and right after this, I'm going right into Grand Arena. After Grand Arena, I'm going to take a little break. Probably 5 o'clock, I'll come back. We'll do mini roster reviews for a couple hours. I'll take another break, and then I'll be on Miss Passier's stream tonight. And we'll hang out there. So a lot of stuff going on. That's kind of the schedule. But if you want to watch us do Grand Arena, you got to definitely at least follow us on Twitch. If you want to subscribe with your Amazon Prime account, you get to, I'm not sure how it works. You have Amazon, you can use that to basically subscribe to the channel. There you go, and that helps support the channel as well. So if you'd like to do that, please do. We also have our Patreon that you can use. You can become and support the channel that way to keep the content that you love going. And we also, while we're doing live, we always have the famous Lord Vader and his cup of plenty. Right now it's full of poop-filled baby rangers and porgs. If you'd like to donate, you can. $3 or less gets you the famous porgs. $3.01 to $20 gets you the famous poop-filled baby rangers and their diaperoos. And $20.01 or more gets you the pickle extravaganza, where the yelling pickle starts singing, pickles start going everywhere, giant pickles come from the sky into the cup, launching all the contents everywhere. So there you go. That being said, let's introduce
I
everybody.
need a refill.
Huh?
Luke, I need a refill,
No, stop
Vader
it.
says.
No, that's wrong. The voice you just heard is Grim the Mechanic.
Wasabi.
We also have Stoner Jedi Zalo Takedown here.
What's up, everybody?
And last but not least, across the pond, representing the Commonwealth of the English, English, Great Britain, the Empire, Michael Hunt.
Good afternoon, one and all.
Hey, Mikey. Are you at home? You're very quiet than you normally are.
Oh, yeah, I am.
There's not a lot of noise or anything like that, so you must be home.
Oh, sweary is at work.
Well, no, I don't really know about swear. You just usually you're walking home. There's wind. There's all kinds of crap going on.
Yeah, or usually like you're driving or something in between
Okay.
home and work.
No. Yeah, I'm actually, yeah, traffic was kind to me tonight.
Okay, very nice. All right, let's see what we got in chat. We got Revinator, Dr. Feelgood, Trace DL, Moss Mike, Dr. Gonzo H, Darth Teflon, Strum. That's glad to see you here, Strum. Rummy Vinette, Slap Me Head, Can't Touch This, Nev, Waddle, Tilo Mad 92. A lot of people in chat. I'll try to catch you as we go along, but bear with me because we're I'm trying to do a million things at once. It's just me. But so there you go. Nev says, I'm here too. You know, he's not the only Englishman. Yeah, but you live in America now. He's still over in jolly old England. So, you know, I mean, you're English living in Illinois. He's English living in England. So, you know, he's representing us across the pond. So, there you go. But get your questions in. You want to donate, go ahead and donate. We're going to get to the show. Let's start rocking and rolling. Let me pull it up. Let me see where my energy is at. All right, need to get a little bit more energy. And then we will do Ranger Tries for Mods. It's a very popular game show. But we're going to go ahead and get into this roster view. And let me pull it up here. There it is. King Remy 11s in GSF Phi, I think is the way you pronounce that. And let's see, this is another one from our good friend Guzza, who made a big donation, so we're knocking those out. Hey, BCM, what's up? Hey, Darsign 1972, good morning to you both. And let's see what we got here. He says, I've been playing the game since January 2018 and mostly free to play except when it came to the Darth Revan and Malik event. I'm currently working on mods from scratch, and I was wondering if possible you may guide me so that I may be better in raids, as well as which characters would be essential to Zeta and farm. I'm currently doing good in arena and farming ships so I can get the Falcon 7 stars. Cool. I have no problem with that whatsoever. So we're mainly looking at we're gonna look at mods, and we're gonna look at characters, roster overall. But if raids is where you got it, then we'll definitely look at that, because guy's doing great in arena, number one, doing great in ships. He can get into the top 10, so he's doing just fine for 2.7 GP. So let's talk about the raids. Rancor simmed if you can. If not, I mean, my God, you can run in there with a bunch of different characters. I'm not really going to cover the Rancor raid. Wait a minute, hold on. What just happened? Deadpool Kyle just donated $10. You the man, DPK, and the lovely Lady Pool as well. And he says, I'll read it here in a second. That means we've got Poopfield Baby Rangers incoming, being launched from the B-28 Super Flying Fortress from the sky. Here they come. They've been eating a lot of pudding today, so let's see what happens. Oh no, it's starting. The cup's starting to get a little full. Little action going on there. All right, so they
Should
were
I add some more salt to the cup?
No, don't add any more stupid salt to the cup, man. Stop that. No one wants salt. But he says, I'm here to get some dense, poopy Rangers in the cup. You have achieved your mission. He said, hey, Zello and Mike, hope you guys are having a good week. Where's Finn? Still playing hooky? No, his computer's basically dead, and he's ordered a new one, and he's got it on the way. So I think his network adapter is gone.
I warned him, man. Too many hours spent on Pornhub.
Well, I mean, you're not wrong. So, hey, Chaos 13. Hello, Shadowville, my H-Town connection. Glad to see you here. But thank you for the $10 donation. Very kind of you. Very much appreciate Deadpool Kyle. King Remy. So we're back, and he's doing fine in those areas. So let's talk about back into the raid. So I ran. Now, Zala, you run this team. What's the team you use for Heroic AAT to clear it? Because this guy's at that point we can get him a team. We can start working on.
JTR, BB-8, C-3PO, Finn, and CLS.
It works.
Like it's not like a perfect auto, but like there's some situations where you can just let the AI take over with a little bit of targeting.
You just have to watch it, so I sit there and have YouTube on and just watch it. I mean, I've done it. I'm pretty much with the raids. It's like okay, but I am going to try to record me doing that next time I do it because it works. It works really well. It's ridiculous how well it works. Hey, MJ. Hey, Ray Rock. MJ up there in Minnesota, eh? Is it freezing up there, or are you guys finally getting some sunshine, eh? And good morning to Ray Rock. But yeah, that's a team you can use for Heroic AAT. If not, you just standard teams. I mean, the big place you want to make your money is the Heroic Sith. Let's just be honest. Best rewards, best everything. And let's talk about this. I mean, just looking at your roster immediately, it's like, okay, very nice, very good. So let's talk about some of the teams for the Heroic Sith. You don't have a one team, that super team that can go in there and clear it, but we can go by different teams, and I want to talk about this because this is a good discussion, right? It's what he wants, so we can look about it. Resistance is phase 1. I don't think anybody here is going to argue with that, right? Okay.
Nope.
No. Yeah, no, JTR team, and then you have like your bounty hunter team too with like Embo and Bosk as the tank.
Well, I haven't watched it yet, but DB Official put out a video yesterday.
Oh yeah, the Treya with First Order.
Treya with First Order, and I'm thinking, you know what? Because that JTR squad can really post some damage in Phase 3 if you don't have a Phase 3 squad, and if you've got a squad that can get you pretty much, what was he saying, 7 million without too much RNG?
Yeah, I mean, it's
and where else?
I mean, if you could, in my opinion, if you could run JTR, the Bounty Hunter team, and that First Order Trade team, like that's three teams that can probably get you anywhere from like 40 to 60 mil damage alone, or 40 to 60%.
Well, you know, in our guild, that's not going to happen because everybody and their mom burns through that raid like it's nothing. So it's like, oh,
Yeah.
you barely get your team in because
Hmm.
you ain't got time. Once it hits, it's hit. It's gone. It's off and running, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
the team that most ideal team that does the most damage consistently. These other teams are great, but the JTR team with JTR, BB-8, C3PO, Finn, and R2. There's different combinations that you can use, but that team seems to be the team that just crazy score. You can't one shot it, but you can do pretty damn well. So this is the team, and you've got them geared, you've got them ready to go, so you're good. And that team with these pieces is what you can use. Again, what we talked about a heroic AAT, because but that sucks. Last time I did it, man, I got crap rewards. Xylo, I listened to you. I went in. I got like third or fourth, and I'm like, I got hosed, man. The stupid rewards were awful. I hate it.
Yeah. The last couple times I've been getting like either top three or top five usually, and I mean like it just seems like I keep getting the same similar
It's
rewards
so
too.
bad.
I mean, I've been asking a couple people around the community too for like their Sith Raid rewards and like what it's looking like, and a lot of people say some different things, but it seems like you
It's
get a lot
poop.
of similar
It's
rewards.
poop-tacular, man. But I digress. Now, and this will be your team. Now, there's other teams you can do, like he suggested, the bounty hunters things. But we just want to give you one solid team. You can go in for each phase, kick ass, get out of there, right? Um, you don't want to give them like 10 teams because they can only farm so much. So your resistance is good, good. Go in there, get your billion points, and we'll move on. The next team is phase two, and it's without doubt. There's no question about this. It's the Jedi Knight Revan team. With a caveat is that it's Jedi Knight Revan. You don't need General Kenobi. It's not. You don't need a tank for this team because of the tenacity and the buffs and everything. It's Jedi Knight Revan. It's Bas Lashan, Jolie, Grandmaster Yoda, and Hermit Yoda. Oh, did I just say Hermit Yoda? I did. And the reason this team is so good in Phase 2 is because you just keep sending Grandmaster Yoda in over and over and over again. And he, especially if you got the special damage like he should be set up for the Jedi Knight Revan team, he will hit so freaking hard. This is a team that will get you. I mean, what's the best you've ever scored with that team, Zalo? Or any of you guys?
My best score is like 12.3 mil, and then like I put it
12.3
on
mil.
auto. I put it on auto yesterday. And I got 8.5.
There you go. You know, again, and you're set up perfectly, King Remy, because this is a team that you can use. So you've already got phase one and phase two. That's going to get you a ton of points, help your guild, get it cleared, and rock and roll. I mean, it's a great team. There's other teams you can use. Mike, or Xylo, Graham, any of you guys use different teams in phase two than this monster of a team? Again, if
I
you ever
mean,
get a chance to use it, because most people again blow through phase two. It's like you get one
it
shot.
kind of
Yeah,
falls through the cracks, but I do like to run the if I have the time, like the Old Republic, because like that's why I put it. Because one, it's a time crunch thing. Like usually I'm at work, so like I'm lucky enough to be able to put the teams in and put it on auto. You know what I mean? So like I'll put the Karth Old Republic team in there in phase two and put it on auto, and sometimes even with a lower geared Canderous, I'll still get like a good 1.5 2 mil on auto. So it's a
Yeah,
decent team. It's a solid team you're gonna have worked on anyways. So
there you go.
yeah,
Now,
I'm lucky if I ever even get to attack in Sith Raid because, like Xylo, they always do it when I'm at work.
yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm usually
And
underneath
another thing,
of a car when the raid is going on for damage.
and another thing you can do too, like say for example, the team that you use with Jedi Knight Revan, if you do get the caveat of Hermiota escaping, like say you have either a weaker Juhani or a weaker Canderous, one or the other, you can replace that said weaker character for Hermiota. So
yeah,
that'll help with more damage and keeping the team alive.
there you go.
And the same goes with 3PO2 as well. I mean, translation, he carries over into like phase three and some rebels. So
All right, so let's talk about phase three. What is the ideal team? that you guys would like to use in Phase 3? I mean, we've got Chex Mix, which let me look to see how his Death Troopers.
How are his Night Sisters?
Well, I haven't got
I
to
was
Phase
going to
4
ask
yet.
the same
So this
question.
is where it's
no,
at.
No, Phase.
He doesn't
Have a
have Chex Mix because he's missing Death Troopers. So we're gonna have to
Does
try to
he
get.
have-
Okay.
Townsend's Zeta.
Does he have Townsend's Zeta?
Yeah, if he has
not
the Night
Townsend, sorry,
Sisters.
See, here's the
Dark
other
Elite.
thing.
Darker's Zeta.
Yeah, you
now,
Daka lead and then Mother Talzin. I'm sorry, Mother Talzin lead and Daka unique.
So
He
his
hasn't got.
yeah,
No, then gone.
he doesn't
Nah,
have a
that's not an
Saj.
option.
I think he just has Mother Townsend. So this is where we got to work on. If you're talking about just raids,
Well, then his best option is Darth Revan, Phase 3. We can get like
Yes.
4 to 5 mil. You just
Mhm.
spam the AoEs, and
mhm.
if you have Marauder or Assassin to take place for Trooper, that's the better option because
Yes.
it gives more offensive presence and helps with keeping the team alive. Treo kind of be all over the place with their isolate, and they have enough health steal on their own for the most part for most of
Yeah.
the characters. So when you squeeze Malik in there, Malik will be really fun when you get him 7 stars.
Yeah. So Darth Revan, you can work on. Let's see your total Sith Empire roster. What it looks like. It's good. He's got Sith Marauder Tier 7. He doesn't have Sith Assassin though. So, but with Darth Revan, HK Basla, I mean, you can leave Malik there as a tank and have Marauder until you get your Assassin going. But that team can do really well for you. The other team is Chex Mix, and that's CLS, Han, Chewie, Baze, Death Trooper, or something like that. There's different combinations people go with for that team. It'll give you a good score. Another team that works in Phase 3 that you shouldn't sneeze at once you get them really high geared and stuff is Troopers. Troopers, if you're not going to use Chex Mix, all you do is the same concept as Darth Revan, is you just spam their AoEs and just burn the hell out of Traya. I've seen it done and get a couple million at least on that team. And it, with all the colonists, it's a nasty team. And once you kill one of the lightsabers, you put Death Mark on old Traya, I mean, they will start putting some significant hits into Traya. So
I've never tried them.
yeah, me and Granny Granny mentioned to me, and I started playing around with it. I think talking to you, Xylo, about that. I was like, yeah, man, think about it. All they do is AoEs. You have Snowtrooper, and they're just going.
So what's that? So Viz, Stark, Snow, Line Dancing, and DT.
Yeah, Range Trooper is one you need in there because.
That's the one. Line Dancing Trooper.
Line Dancing Trooper. But yeah, definitely, it's a solid team that you can get some good points for. But it's got to be high geared. You need Snow Trooper to be gear 12 with the bayonet. You need because he's got to crank out that damage. But with the AoEs, you've got AoEs from Stark, you got AoEs from Veers, you got AoEs from Snow, you got AoEs from Death Trooper, and with all the debuffs flying around, and then you Death Mark Traya. I mean, the troopers are going to do some significant damage. You don't ever isolate and stand alone. You just sit there and just burn. And it's a pretty nasty combination. Some people will use Night Sisters in Phase 3 at the end of it, trying to get to Phase 4. It's tricky because it's a lot of RNG, but it can be done. But that gets us to our last team, the Night Sisters, for Phase 4. And you mentioned where Zetas need to go. Night Sisters, babe. Two on Asajj Ventress. She's got to be the leader of this team. The ideal team is Ventress, Mother Talzin. You need Plague Bearer, so you're going to need Plague Bearer for Mother Talzin. Your zombie's fine, Doc is fine. The other one that you need for this is not Spirit, it's Talia. Talia keeps that team going, and Xylo, any of you guys, what's the best you've ever done with your Night Sisters? This is the Phase 4 team, hands down. The rest you're just throwing the kitchen sink at.
Phase 4, 6 mil. Ever since they've changed the mechanics of zombies and everything, I'm changing those mods too. Back and forth between PvE and raids. You know what I mean? Like Grand Arena, Territory Wars. It's very niche, right? Like, because for PvE you want, or for like Grand Arena Territory Wars, you want, a faster set of Night Sisters, right? But for the raids, like you want to go with like an offensive arrow and cross on Mother Talzin. You want as much offense as you can without sacrificing a speed arrow on Asajj. You just really want to ramp her damage up as much as possible. But again, you're going to be switching these mods back and forth too, so you got to be careful of like,
Yeah, I don't, and
loadouts and stuff like
I
that
can
too.
still get that number, because I just keep the mods are going to keep on them for Grand Arena. They still do so well just because of the concept and makeup of the team.
Yeah, for sure.
So
I mean, the damage they put is very unique, and the fact that they can take away like 40-50% of Nihilus at most. It's some people that could even solo Nihilus even after zombies rework. So
yeah,
it's possible.
If the mod move moves you from 11th to 10th, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But and you set up your mod loadouts and things like that. But yeah, this team is where it's at now. For PvP, you always want your spirit in or your acolyte in. You don't even have her unlocked. So acolyte's somebody you may want to use, but you got spirit, so you're fine. But definitely need to work on Talia. You definitely need Zetas on these characters. Now you talk about so that's for the raids. You mentioned where you think the next Zetas could go. Definitely on Bounty Hunter, or sorry, Night Sisters. I should go through your teens just to see if there's any other ones. Bounty Hunters
Night Sisters are like always a solid counter to a lot of things. You know, I mean, like, and they help with like, the raids, and you can go with two different teams, and a 3v3 aspect. Like, there's so many different valuable assets to them.
That Django Fett unique. I mean, that's not a priority one, but that one is such a naughty little Zeta.
Yeah, it can't revive. Yeah, it's so awesome. Such a good piece to have on offense.
Fantastic. If you've got some absolutely naughty speed Night Sisters that you're facing in TW, running a bounty hunter squad with Boba and Django in there. So with Boba, obviously, it's his execute, is it?
Yeah, just shoot him in the face with a bunch of rockets.
Yeah.
That's it. Yeah, you've got that, which they can't be revived from. And if they're killed on Django's turn, they can't revive. So you just whittle them down, wait for Django to go, and then, there's one Night Sister that ain't coming back. House him first, get rid of most of the play, and then away you go.
Yeah, so you're doing fine in Arena, King Remy, but you're missing the other Zeta on HK and definitely Fallen Bastila. You're missing the Zeta, so those might be the two Zetas you may want to do. I mean, you're getting one in Arena now, but as people catch up, every little bit of anything you have is going to
max those Zetas.
You need the max Zetas on this team. It's just, you need the one on Fallen Bastila, you need the other one on HK47.
It's like there's no cutting corners with this team, right?
Yeah, and then you can go to your Night Sisters, because looking at your roster, you go to First Order, it's solid, but it's something you can work on later. Let's see how you did for Galactic Republic. Let's see here real quick. You got 6-star Padme, so you may be a team you want to work out afterwards, but your Ahsoka's 8, Anakin's 8, and your Kenobi's done, but it'll be something you can do after you get the Zetas on Night Sisters, but you can start working on the gear on those characters.
Did he take up the droids or something for the event? Did you see a Separatist?
I haven't got to Separatist yet. You need Chewbacca Zetas as well on Loyal Friend for your Rebel team. That's another Zeta you need to work on. Let's see. Scoundrels. Nothing really stands out other than that one. I mean, eventually, Nest is something you need to get a Zeta on and get her geared for different aspects of the game. And what were you said Separatist? Okay, let's look at Separatist real quick.
Yeah, because he got Padme, so he had to have some decent investment on maybe the Separatist
but he doesn't
droids.
have any of the Zetas on them. He doesn't have any on Asajj. So, I mean...
That's interesting. You got 6 stars with no Zetas.
Well, he's got
really?
12 Asajj, 12 Grievous, 12 B2,
Okay.
So you can keep working on gearing like Duke and Sunfact 11, Frigate Poggle, Frigate Soldier. You need to keep on Jordica.
Is Newt hiding behind Vader? Or where's Newt?
No Newt farm, so start farming Newt.
Because Newt will get you that 7-star, I
Yes,
reckon.
it will. Start working on farming your Newt.
Newt under a GG lead.
Yeah.
You've got your
Newts,
droids.
You need to definitely work on droid cut and B1. Forget about the others. Those are the ones you can work on. To be ready for the Padme Fit 7 stars when it comes back. So there you go. So you got some Zeta ideas. We got the Night Sisters. We definitely need to finish your PvP team. You need Loyal Friend on Chewbacca. We've got Ness that you need to work on and get her going. So that's what I would recommend. So looking at that, definitely where you're at. So it's just one of the questions he asks is, I know speed mods for PvP, but I'm not sure which mods I should use for PvE. So that's one of the things he's worried about. He's already working on speed mods, but is there any mods you guys would recommend, for the PvE aspect that he should be maybe farming or looking for?
Well,
Not really.
What I've been doing is when I'm not like farming speed primary mods, I either farm crit chance or tenacity primaries, because like you're always looking for good speeds, but I'm also looking for secondaries, like the primaries to complement each other, right? Like like speed with tenacity 60 primary, speed with health, speed with potency, trying to complement those primary bonuses you get when you take them to 62 as well, as opposed to like only having like a full speed primary set and then 2 other random mods on the characters, right? Like trying to round up the primaries with like crit chance is a huge thing, because it's crit chance. I mean, like if you're still modded for focusing on speed, of course you're going to find speed secondaries, but then getting some good mods with crit chance and offense, flat offense on there. Like I just got a really good one that I sliced up to 60 for my Greedo the last couple of days, and it's because it had offense percentage, offense flat statistics, and crit chance on there, and it was a crit damage triangle or a crit chance triangle. So it's like so many different complements to it. You know what I mean? Such a rare mod too. So
yeah,
you're always looking for other statistics around that.
Both me, main and all are both farming offense mods at the moment. There's a lot of toons that benefit from offense. Yorkie's got a Mr. Beardy lead Galactic Republic squad that still shocks him or me. It's a Gear 12 GK. It's Gear 12 Ahsoka, 11 Annie.
Annie, are you okay? Are you okay?
I've got
okay,
a Gear 11 GMY
okay?
and a Gear 8 Zaris, and it's just so much fun. So much fun with a Gear 8 Zaris.
That's hilarious.
Kid you not.
All right,
but yeah, I'm really pushing on the offense stuff, just because there's so many toons that dish out so much damage.
Absolutely. Quick shout out to James Ferris. I think Philippe Minicucci's here. Chicken, Sword of the Jedi. Glad to see you guys here. As I said, as I see names, I'll shout you out. Now, looking at his mods, yeah, he needs speed mods. He's got some really, really nice mods with speed secondaries, and I'm fine with that, all this. But yeah, just keep farming speed mods, and then take the suggestion those guys just mentioned about, other mods that you can work on, characters. I mean, I always tell people this when you're thinking about speed, only certain characters need speed mods, right? Darth Revan and Bastila on the Darth Revan team need speed, as much as you can get on them, right? But the rest of the characters don't. I mean, you can have speed on them, but it's more about the damage. Like, HK is damage, man. It's offense and crit chance, and you want him hitting hard as humanly possible. Sith Trooper is a tank. You want tanky stuff on him. It's not about speed on Sith Trooper. It's just about his stats to be able to take hits. So you have to kind of think and put characters in those categories. Again, Jedi Knight Revan. Jedi Knight Revan needs to be super, super duper fast. Now you can make your, like typically before the Darth Revan meta came out, you had offense all over the place on Grandmaster Yoda. Your GK was a lot of tanks, with a lot of tanks mods. So those you have to look at the characters. Are they damage? Are they support? Are they tank? And then, are they the leader? Do they need to be fast? Like for the Padme team. Padme needs to be above 300 speed. She's one of the fastest characters in the game. She needs to be fast. But the other characters on the team, Ahsoka, Anakin, need to have as much crit chance, crit damage you can get your bloody hands on, right? You can do potency, and potency can come into those as well. But I'm just being general here. Your Kenobi needs to be tanky, and that's how the team is set up. And you go down the line, bounty hunters, boss fast, just again other characters with different stats on their mods and different mod sets that you need to put on there. So when you think about it like that. Not every character needs a speed set that's got 20 plus speed. But the characters that do need to have it. I mean, if you're running Imperial Troopers, you better make sure your Stark is super duper 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 fast, or you want them going first, because if they go first, you're pretty much guaranteed to win. It's that simple. So, your mods look great. I think you do need more speed mods, so keep doing what I'm doing. Take your first round of energy, 144, get more speed mods. Second round, get slicing materials to slice those mods. Anything 5 on a gray or green, keep rolling. If it doesn't hit past that, then just keep looking. Because if you get a blue 10 or 11, roll it again. See if it goes to the purple. If it hits purple, then you're going for gold. And if it gets above 20, then you're solid. But even the mods that are 15 to 20 are really good mods that you can put on some of your other characters that can make their speeds pretty decent. So, Zali, you're going to say something as we wrap this up?
Well, and just to round that up too, characters, that need top tier speeds with, tenacity mods, just for example, Jedi Knight Revan, Nest, what was it I was going to say? Bosk. Those 3 characters alone benefit from having a little bit of extra tenacity. So it's kind of 2-in-1, right? You're looking for tenacity mods, and then if you get, high secondaries with tenacity on them, they kind of benefit with the speed there, or, lower tier speed tenacity mods go very well on Nest. So
you can do that too. So just think about how you want to mod them and just run it from there. All right, so that's our roster review for you, King Remy. If you have any questions pertaining to anything we said, or you're not sure about something, just message us in Discord. You can message us directly, or you can just message in our Discord and our Q&A, or tag us, and we'll get to you when we do a roster review. Sometimes people have questions; they'll message us, and we'll clarify things for them. But thank you for letting us look at your roster. If you would like a roster review, all you need to do is send your GG page to Finity, Finity. With a little bit of what you want us to look at. Give him a day or two. If he hasn't responded, then send him another message. Say, hey, did you get my message? When he does respond, he'll let you know that you're in the queue. It's about 5 weeks before we get to your roster. And then just be patient. Your time will come. And then when it's your turn to come up, Finn will let you know ahead of time that your day is coming, and if that day works for you, so you can watch it and stuff. So there you go. That's how you get a full in-depth roster review like we do here on RSG. Hey, Waddle. So that being said, remember, guys, give us a thumbs up on the video. We got 70 watching. I got 15 thumbs up. If you could, please just hit the thumbs up real quick. And if you like what you're seeing so far and you're new, hit the subscribe button. We got lots of great content. It helps support the channel. Please do. And if you'd like to donate as we continue on, then please feel free to throw some more Poof-filled Baby Rangers, whatever you like, into the Cup of Plenty, and we will very much appreciate that as well. All right, so that being said, let's get back into the game. We got questions. I'm about to get those going, but before we do that, I think it's time for Ranger to go for mods. Here we go, everybody. It's time for America's favorite game show. Ranger suffers and tries to get mods. Now, it's still not full energy, but I'll get 8 mods. We'll just see how it goes. So, we're gonna roll. Here we go, guys. I'm nervous, but let's see what happens. We're gonna do this. Let's see what happens. We got some mods coming in. Okay, here they come. All right, we got 1 4-dot, 2 4-dots, 3 4-dots. That sucks, but. What are the triangles? Health, awful. That's crit damage, but it's a 4-dot. That sucks. Alright, offense in the green. Okay. Alright, so not looking good, guys, so far. It's what I do every day. That sucks. Not gonna lie. But we got to do something with them. So we're going to sell 4 dots and below. Grim. Grim in there. Question, Ranger, what would someone need to do to get a less in-depth roster review? Well, if you just want me to look at your roster real quick, I always do mini roster reviews. We'll do that today at 5 p.m. Eastern. I'll be on for a couple hours hanging out with you guys. If you have questions about the game or want a live roster review, you just pop in, give a donation. I do a lot of free ones, but give me your ally code. I'll go in and start looking at all your characters and stuff and answer questions that you want based off the level of donation, things of that nature. So there you go, mini roster reviews. All right. We want to just pick any character. Doesn't matter. We want to manage. We want to hit filter. We want to just look at our speed mods. We want only unassigned mods. Then we'll sort by speed. And we'll see what we got. Now, I did hit a purple. I was rolling it. It got to 11. But I'm like, you bastards. Just always teasing me, man. They're always teasing me. I've got a 10 and then this one. So eventually I'll roll those. But I'm just very verklempt right now. All right, here we go. So we're going to go down here. You can see they're in order. We don't care about this one because it's a 4 dot. Sorry, just don't.
Hi.
Hi, Finn. I thought you weren't able to be on.
My emergency meeting ended, so I have 20 minutes, and I'm eating lunch.
Okay. But I thought you were, like, your computer was, like, not working and stuff.
I'm on the app.
Oh, okay. All right, and for great mods, we'll roll 4. See if we get a speed. God, they're all 4s. Why can't I get a 5 speed? Damn, if you're going to give me crappy mods, at least, like, you know.
Guess what I'm eating for lunch?
I don't care. Twinkies.
Nope.
Chick-fil-A.
Nope.
Poured. There we go. There's the 5 speed we're looking for.
Twinkies.
Yeah, I said Twinkies. He said no.
He lied.
You
And
can
we
see it.
didn't-
I'm sharing it on
Did.
my camera.
Didn't get the hit.
Oh,
That's one-
salad.
I'm eating a salad.
You know, when I say I don't care, Finn, I mean...
I'm eating a salad.
No, James Ferris, we're not doing Ross reviews now, you knucklehead. Thank you for the donation. Save that for...
You gotta
5
take
p.m.
note of
Eastern.
that.
I did say that, right? I said 5 p.m. Eastern today. I'll do mini Ross reviews. God bless you, James
You gonna-
Ferris. He put $2 in. He said next Zeta suggestion. We don't do that during the lunch stream, man. Sorry, I don't have time to do it on the lunch stream because I got 900 million questions to get to. But remind me.
Yeah, but save his ally code, and then you can do it first.
Well, damn it. Yes. Write this down.
If the ally code is in the super chat, you can get it off the YouTube page.
928. I'll forget unless I write it down. 387. There we go. We'll do that later on, my friend. Alrighty then. I got a couple more to slice and then we'll get to your question, guys. I was hoping that was going to hit, but we'll give it another
Sword
shot.
of Jedi just hit it on the nail there in chat.
Yeah, it sucks. So he's not wrong.
He's not. Way to go, mate.
Yes, I don't want those. I need 5.
I got nothing today. I did the 3 refreshes, the 350s, and waited until lunchtime to get the additional 45, so 549, and I got nothing. I got a couple of 3 speeds and a pile of junk.
I know. I just sold all of it. It was like, I mean, that one green hit 5, but it didn't hit the blue. But I'll still roll it because you never know. You could still hit. All right, put that on auto. I'm sure I'll lose. I don't care. I'll just go back and do the event again. Let's get to questions. It's question time. Let's do this. All right. Can we get to the thing here? All right, a lot of questions. Jesus. Holy crap. All right, can't touch this question, but where are the lions? You know, he's talking about the title of the page. Let's see here, Dr. Feelgood question: what should I make for dinner tonight? Chicken with a nice vegetable and I don't know. Chicken. Do something with chicken.
Garlic
Some
mussels and a
pasta.
white wine sauce.
There you go. Maybe grill out, man. It's Memorial Day weekend coming up. Who question mark times 3? Question, my Nest currently has tenacity at 41% and speed at 283. Do I keep her there or sacrifice speed for more tenacity? What do you guys think?
Ooh,
Depends where
all
you're
right.
using her.
So one,
Situational,
it
I'd
depends
say.
on the prime. Yeah, I mean, like for one, it depends on what primaries you're using. I mean, like you can either look for some speed primaries with high tenacity and then put 2 really good speed secondaries with tenacity on her, or
Is he
vice
using her
versa.
for offense or defense? I mean, tenacity for
Yeah,
defense for sure, because you don't want her dazed and you want her countering. Whereas if you're using her offensively, okay, you've still got the fact that she might get dazed, but you want her quick to actually give the TM and the daze and just get it all rolling fast.
yeah, because mine's got like 130% tenacity, or no, 135% tenacity, and still is 275 speed. So I went with best of both worlds in that situation.
Oof, nice.
All right. Darsign 1972. Question. I almost have my last Old Republic 17,000 for the Malik event, Zalbar. I had the Zeta on mission in Karth already. Is the Zalbar Zeta needed for the Malik event? Also, is Kenner's Zeta needed? No and no. Does anybody disagree?
Nope,
I did it without
don't
it.
disagree at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's more.
And you'll get another
No.
one.
I think the only reason you would want it is if you were trying to max the team. That would be the last Zeta. But
Yeah. Kenner's definitely
that's
not.
it.
But Zalbar, you don't need it. I did it without it. You've got Karth and you've got. I mean, mission is really the key.
Karth and
component.
mission. Yeah.
Yeah, those two are the key ones for Darth Revan and then
Yep.
for Malik. So, but if you save your Zetas, man, hoard them. You're gonna need so many for the Darth Revan team, man. Just start hoarding, especially if they're all 17.5.
Yeah, I agree. And once they send in the clones, we're gonna need loads of them there as well.
All right, Sith Lord 72 question. I finally can take first in the heroic Sith raid, and I have not been having the best gear 12 pieces dropping. It seems members placing 6 to 10 are getting better rewards. Is this common? What do you say there, guys?
I'd say yes when you place 1 to 5, and no if you play 6 to 10. It's RNG messing with you.
Yes.
You just gotta roll with it,
Mm.
because as soon as you experiment and drop down, I guarantee you that third place or first place will get absolutely ridiculous rewards. And you'll be like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because I mean, like, there's first and second and third; those are the best ones. But like, there's been times where I've been in like the 20s and 30s and gotten like a full bayonet or a full Armatech pad or something. It's like, what?
All right. Waddle question. Doesn't GMY benefit more from crit damage primary on the triangle since he gets the bust from Bastila? No. I mean, he can. It's just how you want to play him. I go offense on my Yoda. You're going to get buffs from Bastila anyway, and if you can get my special damage on Yoda is over 7,000. If you've ever seen my Yoda, he just one-shots crap a lot of times. It's ridiculous. And I don't know how you guys feel, but I do not run crit damage on Grandmaster Yoda. It's offense with an offensive secondary stat.
The answer is yes, crit damage does do more, but the problem is if you face somebody with crit damage immunity, not crit avoidance, crit damage immunity, which is what you face if you face like a GK against a Jedi Knight Revan team. So
right.
It depends on who you're facing and what you plan on using your Grandmaster Yoda for. If you're facing something and you're worried about crit avoidance, eventually your crit chance can get high enough. But if you're not facing somebody with crit damage immunity, then crit damage is better. So you have to mod situationally based on how you want to use the character.
There you go.
Grandmaster Yoda can be modded like 800 different ways depending on how you use it. So
like if you're doing, if you're using him like in the Darth Revan team, it's just speed. Speed, more speed. So
flexibility.
All right, Grim, okay. Philippe Nets, damn it, Grim. Philippe Minicucci question. I'm working on my Separatist to get Padme 7 stars. Next time around, she's 6 stars. What's the best characters to focus on gear in the Zeta order for it? We kind of touched on this when we were doing King Remy's roster for the Separatists, but it's Asajj, it's General Grievous, it's Droideka, B1, B2, Sunfac, Newt Gunnery, definitely. His rework is ridiculous.
Yeah, I get a feeling with Newt's rework, it'll be considerably easier.
Yeah. I agree.
If you slap the Zeta on there,
Oh,
every
yeah.
time they go, they're taking 5% of their max health.
Yeah, it's a built-in.
They're gonna
expose.
disappear. You're gonna vaporize them.
Yes.
Slap a ton of, get as much armor pen or whatever it is on B1, because B1's going most out of everyone. And then
Science.
and get your Droidica so that it can just stack up and just
Actually,
one shot any fool that stands in his way.
B2 under Newt with Newt Zeta, since B2 is dishing out the debuffs all the time, he's always doing that additional 5%. So all that damage really does stack up.
Yeah. All right, next question. Slash Van Rhodes, what's a good counter for Night Sisters with Nest? It's called the Sith Triumphant. Those bad mamma jammas will have no problem taking care of that team. They just do. I mean,
You can't even.
Otherwise, you've got to do a lot of math. Otherwise,
I typically just use Triumphant now against Night Sisters. I'm like, you know what? That's my counter. It's like I don't care what they put on there. It's like get in there, Triumphant, and kick ass, and they do.
Yeah.
You know, they always win.
A soft counter too is going back to the troopers, but like it's also very like there's a kill order and a strategy to it as well, right? Like so you start off and you have to have Death Trooper on the team for one, and you have to start off dazing Nest and then lock her down with that daze, and then you start picking away and whittling the Night Sisters by the trooper mechanic, of course, like the old trooper counter, and then once it comes down to death marking Nest, you let her come off the stun, and then you take that one terminate shot at her, and then she won't be able to be revived. And then it's also a good way to just one shot her too, because her base health is usually only from 25 to like 50k depending on the mods, right? Like someone even mods her with a full health set, so terminate can one shot her, hit her for like good like 40-60k, and it'll keep her from reviving again with Daka.
All right, Tila Mad, question: is Sith Trooper a must on a Darth Revan team, or could you sub him out for Thrawn or crew? Yeah, he's Sith Empire. He gets all the bonuses and stuff. Thrawn, you can
Sith
run
Empire.
Thrawn, but crew, but you're not getting the benefits of what you're getting with Sith Trooper. He gets all the little bonuses and stuff that team runs around with. So there's a reason why people use Sith Trooper on that
Depends
team.
what you got. I mean, it is, again, situational. Yorkie doesn't have Sith Trooper, but he's got...
I bet you wish you did have him.
Yeah. I'm about to 6-star his Treya. Gear 10 Darth Nihilus, Gear 12 Scion. And I've got a Gear 11 Fallen Bastilla. And I run crew in that squad. And it's surprising how well.
Right? Yeah, beggars can be choosers.
If he's there and he's your best tank, he's a fantastic tank to put in there, because he's going to throw out and get some tenacity downs, which means that Nihilus is going to be able to do his force drain and everything better. Every tune that's debuffed, he'll knock off the foresight that these pesky Jedi love popping up all the time. Yeah. He for a substitute. I mean, the problem comes when you get into Territory War and Galactic. Sorry, I always call it Galactic Grand Arena, because you'll want him in your First Order squad, and then who do you pop in there then? But yeah, as a stand-in for Arena anyway, definitely.
All right. Ziglet, question: anyone ever try Sith Marauder over Trooper in the Darth Revan Malak team? Yes, it's very bad.
Mike,
I dropped HK 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago for Marauder, because if you go first and you get all the expose and everything.
If you go first.
Okay, but if you do, Marauder one-shots HK. He pretty much can put
Big emphasis on that, Mike.
Bastilla into the yellow.
If he does not go
red.
first, he is just sitting there like a bump on a log. He is absolutely
He
worthless.
still hits hard, and
He doesn't get a chance, man. He just sits there because those debuffs hit Marauder harder than any of Basilisk stuff. If he gets hit with that stuff, he is just basically like,
until all the froggy. I must admit, pet peeve. I am not liking Sith Empire and Grandmaster Yoda.
I don't like it either. I don't use it.
It's nasty. If you face it in arena, a really good way of getting around it, Darth Scion.
Yep,
Shut that shit down faster than. Yeah.
You just put Scion in there, and it's like, I mean, it's like, oh, Yoda went. Scion, go. Thank you. All right, let's try this again.
That's it.
All right, next question from our friend Nev. You should check out his channel. You should check out all these guys' channels. Check out Xylos. Mike's got a channel. We got Darth Microtransactions, Just Ian. I mean, there's so many YouTube guys out there. It's great. Nev, question. Just got the Drevin on my Merc account to Gear 12. With my Gear 12 Basilisk, Gear 12 HK, Gear 12 Slan, I don't know what to use as a fifth that gets me in the top 100. Still can't get past Jedi Knight Revan teams. I mean, no Malik, so you can go Thrawn. Fast Thrawn works in that. Not having Malik really changes the dynamic of the team, but if you're gonna go Scion, then you need to go I would say Thrawn on that team. What do you guys think?
Yeah, I agree.
As you eat something.
Yeah.
Food.
Yeah, definitely Thrawn. Definitely Thrawn.
Definitely Thrawn.
Yeah, Thrawn's such a good tune.
He really is. All right. Let me look here, see if there's any other questions.
Well, to add to that Thrawn one too is like when Thrawn fractured Death March, it's like a delete button, right?
Thrawn is overrated. You only need him at 6-star, right, Grim?
Actually 5-star.
Oh, there you go. See, you only need him at 5. I got you back.
But seriously, I used him to great effect at 5-star. He is extremely viable at base unlock. So,
but he's much better at 7.
Yes, he's much better at 7-star. Eventually, I will get there. But Jedi Knight Revan and Darth Revan and Malak are priority.
Years later.
I know, right?
I'll get him eventually.
Yeah, someday I'll get one of the best characters in the game, but I digress.
But I kept getting distracted. There was a new Jar Jar in the game that I had.
Oh, little Annie! Let's see here. All right, I think we got another question from Billy Gunn. Question: what is up with all this fallen Anakin legendary hype? Doesn't CG realize we are burnt out on all the legendaries? I don't think this is going to be a legend. I still think that the raid, the territory battles, or the rewards are going to be fallen Anakin and Jedi Master Kenobi. Just my thought. I think that would be really cool. But I think that's what's going to be part of the raid because they know we're burnt out on legendaries. That being said, they could probably just may do another legendary. It's going to be real. Oh god.
Well, not they'll give us the hero's journey and give us Jedi Master Adastra.
Well, I mean, like to comment like on like the news going around and everything, right? Like it seems more like everybody's more focused on like, oh, is the game declining and is the game dead and da 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 da? You know what I mean? Like
it's not
exactly.
Are you
Everybody's
crazy?
like, everybody's making all these like random conversations out of nothing. It's like
I know.
Just wait and see what comes.
Clickbait, as far as I'm concerned. I mean, I just think it is. You don't
Oh,
know.
yeah.
You don't know. And I can tell you, analytically, all the new players I'm seeing in our streams and people that are new and that are coming in, these new rosters we've been doing, says a little bit differently. Yeah, we're losing older players, right? Krakens, people that have been for the game for a long time, but there's an influx of new people.
Yeah.
And until I see some concrete data on the analytics and financials from CG, nobody knows.
Yeah, what I think a lot of these people that are posting these is the game dying things don't understand is the veteran players are not the ones that keep the games alive. It's the influx of new paying players. You know, like for every one veteran that decides to quit, there's about like 40 new players that are spending.
Yeah.
So, you know.
I mean,
Well, it's just that it's because it's the Star Wars name, right?
yes, that's why.
Yeah.
It's Star Wars. I mean, give an example. If it's got the Star Wars tag, it's usually just well now a Force Arena or whatever it was. It can go.
Yeah, it was Force Arena.
But you could see immediately when that game started to decline because there was just no one to face. You know, I mean, the community just disappeared.
Well, bad decisions. That's what.
Yeah, but
that
the
would come
community
down
in
to.
this game is still strong as ever. Go look at all the discords I'm in and the amount of people that are in there and that are actively playing this game. You're just like, it ain't dying. Now, if those start dying off in droves, then you can start saying that's a pretty damn good sign that this game's in trouble. But as long as all these groups that I in discords that I'm a part of have that many active players in them, then this game is just fine. You know, the finances will go up and down. I don't know what the numbers are for their financials. You know, I don't know how their first quarter went with Padme and Darth Revan, right? So, and Malik. So we don't have the numbers, and they do, and so we'll see. But you know, someone asked me the other day that new pack that just came out that was for $7.99. I was thinking about that with the new players that are coming in. I think that was a kind of a tip, like, hey, new players, here you go.
Yeah.
Well, not even just that,
Definitely.
too. It complimented everybody, right?
It did,
like,
but
how many people
yeah.
were like, ooh, let's buy that pack?
Yeah.
The Ranger bought the pack on the stream. The Ranger doesn't rarely do that. So, I mean...
Yeah. Well,
That's
the
how you
fans,
are.
the
I mean,
fans, guys, and then we're like, buy the damn pack.
Right,
I'm like, okay,
right.
Jesus, okay, I will. I mean,
But that's a perfect example, right? Because, like, say, for example, like a quarter of the RSG viewers, that's still 1,000 people bought that pack. You know what I mean? Like...
Dude, even I was extremely tempted to buy that pack. And, you know, I don't spend money on this game. I almost did.
that's how good
Yeah,
that
I was
pack
going
was.
to. I was going
'Cause
to.
that-
But then I was like, well, if I'm going to do that, I might as well spend $20 on crystals. And I was like, I'm not going to do that either. I'm just not. After the whole Malik thing this year, I'm just like, all right, I'm going to kick my feet up with the spending.
Yeah,
this year.
yeah, but you know that's a personal. But you can still look at the pack and say that's ridiculously good.
Yeah, definitely. And I thought it was a great pack. I considered buying it the whole
I think
time.
it's one of the best packs
And
they've
I tried-
ever. Yeah.
Yeah.
One of
Oh,
the best
yeah.
packs they've ever.
Yeah,
offered.
I mean, that's one of the best buys in this game since they had the daily crystal booster,
Oh
you
my
know?
God, that pack
And I
is
think
ridiculous.
that the main concept going forward is they're going to try and change up the marquee packs and go with what they did with Droideka and do the higher value. And then because the marquee packs in general, people love the new marquee mega packs. So I think they're going in a different direction with some newer purchases. Like, perfect example, we just saw those like a week ago. We had the crystal packs for gear. You know what I mean? Like, you could spend like what was it,
Yeah.
like a discounted price for some gear and get a chance to get double what you would usually spend it for. So I mean, there's a lot of different ways they're coming up to, come up with like monetizing everything we've already had in the game in a new way. So.
Yeah, I agree 100% with that. Chewy question: what do you think the next raid will be? No earthly idea. After Geonosis, I mean, I can't think of.
I want to see, because like I keep touching on this aspect of it. Is like, look at the the time frames of the raids, right? Like, we got a raid from the Old Republic, a raid from the prequels, a raid from the original trilogy. So maybe something going in a direction with Episode 9
Could.
would be huge. You know what I mean? Like something for the new trilogy, something for the new era. It just depends on how well 9 does, right?
Yeah, we'll see.
Can I
Maybe
say
they have
none?
plans for it.
Can you say what?
None.
Yeah, I don't think
Here's the problem with any kind of new raid right now. Look at how many tickets you need in order to start a raid.
Yeah,
right.
Good point.
So right now, Sith raid is at 110,000. You can gain 30,000 in a day, meaning that the maximum amount that you can have a raid cost in order to not reach the maximum of 1,000 or 150,000 is 120,000. Then you can get your 30,000. You'll hit that 150. You're not wasting it. But if you have a raid that starts at 130,000 and you end the day with 125,000, you're screwed, right? Because you're going to miss out on 5,000 guild tokens. So unless they dramatically change the cost of the raids, you're not going to see another raid. It's just not feasible. Now, what you may see is and we talked about this, you might see a mythic tier, right? So it might be the same raid. They'll adjust the cost so that the maximum cost on the mythic is now 60,000, let's say, for Rancor, and then all the other ones are reduced, so that actually lowers the cost of entry for newer players so that they can get their Han Solo quicker, which is always a good idea. But they could introduce another tier to the existing raids, but without dramatically changing the cost of the starting cost for the maximum tier of each of the raids. Another raid just isn't viable. And if we look at the general direction that the game is going, Squad Arena is kind of being left to the wayside, right? They're replacing it with Grand Arena. So it's possible that raids are just being pushed to the wayside too. It's there as almost like a legacy game mode where you can still get Traya and Kenobi and Han Solo, but their new focus, which we saw in the road ahead, is trying to incorporate raids into TB, meaning that it's a group attempt to try and defeat something, whether it's like whatever they set up, the Geonosis Arena and all of that. But whatever it is, it looks like they're shifting over towards leaving raids the way it is, maybe adding a mythic tier somewhere moving forward, but instead of adding new raids, they're developing TB as like this whole new like progressive game mode. Each time there's something new, it'll probably be a new version of TB. And if they're introducing like a raid style thing for TB, then you can see that they're not just reskinning the way TB was, if in fact that's what they're doing, which is what the road ahead was indicating. So I don't think we're actually going to see a new raid. I think we're going to see new versions of TB moving forward.
There you go. All right. And then last question from Darthsign 1972. Question: do you foresee CG changing mods so that when I'm one bleeping speed slower, I don't lose automatically? Case in point, Darth Revan. No, not at the moment. It's the nature of the beast, man. It ain't. I don't see anything changing for mods in the foreseeable future. You're just gonna have to live the life that I lead, and that is, get more faster mods. That's just the way they've got it signed right now. Maybe they'll do something. I don't know. There's been no word, hint, rumors, nothing. So you're stuck with what you got, brother. You got to keep farming and doing what you do. All right, that's our lunch stream for today. We're getting ready to go over to Twitch. I mean, literally, we're going to flip over to Twitch here as soon as I get done ending this stream. So if you haven't followed us on Twitch, please do. I think the link is down below. If you haven't subscribed to Twitch, go ahead and do that as well. We're going to jump over. We're going to do our Grand Arena. It's offensive day. We're going to go knock out our offense. Again, we use Grand Arena as the right counters, what you can use, what's on defense, that kind of thing. We'll explain strategy, all that kind of stuff. That's what we use it for. I mean, we win most of them, but it's not about the winning. It's about helping you guys get better at Grand Arena. What teams I'm using, why I'm using those teams, the counters, things of that nature, so you guys can see it and then use it in your own Grand Arenas. You know, just like when we do roster reviews, certain strategies and things we tell you to do in there is so you can get to where you can be better and doing these kind of things. So check that out. Make sure you stop what you're doing. Give us a thumbs up on the video. Subscribe if you haven't. Check out our Patreon. And yeah, so with that, we're going to call this one done. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. On behalf of myself and the crew, thank you. Stay tuned. Flip over. We'll get ready to do it on Twitch. Remember, 5 p.m. Eastern, I'll do mini roster reviews. And then tonight at 9:30, I'll go hang out with Miss Passier if he is streaming. He usually is, and we'll take it from there. So a lot of good stuff for you guys today. So check it all out. Let's go do some Grand Arena. Come join us over in Twitch, and we'll see you there. Peace.